Hey everyone! So even though I've already been pulling a few of my summer flowers and vegetables, I think now it's really starting to feel like the official start of the fall transition in the garden. So I don't have a ton of plants here right now, but one, I don't have a ton of free space yet, and two, just a smaller garden in general, so I won't need a ton of plants to kind of fill up the space for fall. But I figured I'll show you what I have right now. We'll get them potted up, and then I think most of these are probably going to go on the flower cart behind me. My raised beds are still full, and I think 3 of the 4 will be full for the majority of the fall, and then one of them I think I'm going to pull relatively soon, and then see if I can get some opinions on what I should replace the bed with. So first, let me go ahead and show you what I've picked up. So I got one kale, which is this one right here, and it has all 3 of those florets on it in this container. I'm going to pot it up just like that. I think it looks really pretty. This is the crane pink flowering kale, and as the sign said, these are not meant to be eaten. But this one, I really like the color, and you can see here in the middle, kind of has a darker purple look to it. So that should be really pretty. Then I have the Color Up Purple decorative cabbage. I think this will go nice together with the center here. Yeah, I really like the combination of those colors together. I really do love fall colors. It seems like you go more into like the jewel tones, and I really love that. So that's what I'm hoping I have my garden filled with this fall. Then I have 2 sweet potato vines. This is not the container this one came in. I used the container for another plant, but this is the red heart variety, and I got 2 of them because I'm thinking I might add more to the center raised bed, but now as I'm seeing the sweet potato vine grow in there, I'm wondering if I need to, if it'll fill in on its own. So I'm kind of still playing around with what I'm going to do with these, but again, I like the deep red color of the leaves. And then lastly, I just got a whole bunch of pansies here. So I got basically none of the same color. Well, there's 6 in a little tray, 6 different cells in a tray, but I didn't get any trays of the same color. So I have the Matrix Lemon pansy, which is a, not surprisingly, very light lemony yellow color. Then I have this kind of deeper yellow, almost orange, called Matrix Orange. Are these all going to be Matrix and then a color that accurately describes them? Probably. These right here are the Matrix White / Blotch. So those are really cute. And then I have 2 more. Oh, this one is not a Matrix. This one is the Delta Speedy Rose medley pansy. I think that is really pretty. They're mostly a dark, like kind of maroony color with some yellow and orange on it. And last one, will this be a Matrix or will it not be a Matrix? This one is Matrix True Blue. So I really love that as well. I really like this color. I think, is this more of a periwinkle blue? I don't know if that's considered periwinkle, but I just really love this like almost violet, light blue color flower. I think, well, I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll kind of see once I start planting. I don't know if I want to put a pot together of all one color and then put the pots of different colors together, or if I want to spread them out so that there's multiple in a pot. But I'm thinking it'll have more of an impact if I have like one pot of, for example, the orange, and then put that next to one pot of the rose medley instead of sprinkling them together with each other. So we'll kind of see, but I'll show you what the flower cart looks like right now. I'll show you the front where I'm wondering if I should add the sweet potato vines. Then I'll also show you the bed that I'm planning to empty out here in the next week or maybe 2 weeks. So I haven't really changed much since I took out the super petunias that were in the corners here. So I have 2 mums down here, which I was going to put pansies around them, but I know that the mums will stop blooming before the pansies do. I don't know if I want to like pull out something from the center with the pansies and then have to replace it, or if I'm just going to leave these as is. I think I'm going to leave them as is for now, though, at least. I'm going to try to keep the alyssum, maybe shift it a little bit. I feel like, to me, the fern is more summer vibes. don't know if I've ever actually said the word vibes before in a normal context. So I don't know if I'll keep that in there, although I do like how much space it takes up. So I might pot up the fall plants, put them in there, see how it looks, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the fern after. One more pot of mums here that I'll keep somewhere in there, and then this sweet potato vine, which I'm going to let trail down and keep that in here as well. I do think the morning glory is much more yellow since the last time I showed it to you. So after we had a lot of rain, it just kept getting more yellow. I'm going to leave it for now because the outside leaves are still green. There are still flowers blooming on it, so leave it for now, but I might remove that in a little bit here. And then I still have under here this hanging basket with the spider plant, which I think, again, for now I'm going to leave. You can't really see it. However, if I were to get rid of the morning glory in the next couple weeks, then you would see it, and I think it would be cute to have the spider plant in there with some pansies surrounding it. So we'll kind of see how that goes, but that's how this is looking. Then over here is the front of the center raised bed. So again, I have the darker sweet potato vine here, which is almost a black color, and I thought the two red ones would look nice, but I'm wondering if that's going to fill in, although probably not a lot, and I think I might like the red color here. Again, this is what I see when I look through the window or walk outside. So I think I am leaning towards putting those in there, and I can always get more sweet potato vines if I need them. Gomphrena on the corners here, still alive, so that is fantastic. And then the bed that I think I'm going to be pulling soon is this one here. So one, petunias. Well, this one looks much better, but budworms, and also the rain knocked off a bunch of blooms, so I think it's time to pull these anyway. And then I have the straw flowers in here, which are still blooming, but they don't put out a ton of blooms, and I'm kind of just over it. I really haven't loved what I've put in this raised bed the last 2 years. I just don't think I've filled it enough, utilized it enough. You can see here there's a lot of space between the straw flowers, even though, I mean, this bed is full of roots. So I was even thinking of maybe planting some beet seeds in here, but there's so many roots, I don't know if the beets would form. So I think I'm leaning towards pulling all of this and then maybe putting some fall crops after I kind of break up the roots, add some compost, but filling it with maybe fall crops and pansies, because I do want to have color over here too. So let me know if you have any ideas of what I can put in here that'll give me some fall color kind of through the rest of the season. I also want to show off this view because I think this is now my favorite angle of the garden, which changes all throughout the season, but just the combination of all the bright colors of the zinnias here and then the colors of the gomphrena just really makes me happy. So now I'll go ahead and get everything potted up, and then we'll get it onto the flower cart, hopefully before the sun goes down, because I did not plan my day out properly. If for some reason it does get dark, then I will continue this tomorrow, but we'll at least go ahead and get everything potted up. I did want to mention that for all of these plants, I'm going to be using soil that I've already used for my summer crops, and that's for a few reasons. One, I don't have any fresh soil left, and I have a ton of already used soil. And two, because these are really only going to be here for maybe about 6 to 8 weeks, I don't need them to put on a lot of growth. It's not like they are producing food for me to eat. They're just mostly here to look pretty. I'm okay if I don't give them as nutritious of soil. I will probably add in some fertilizer, but that's really about it. But other than that, I'm just going to use the soil that I already have on hand. here's what I have potted up. So 3 8-inch terracotta pots of pansies, each by color. Then I have this, I think it's 5 or 6-inch pot, which is going to stay on this table, where I put 1 of each of the pansy colors in there, except for the white one. And then back here, another 8-inch container with the cabbage. And then for the kale, I wasn't sure if I'm going to love it in this pot or not. So what I did is I left it in its nursery container, put some soil, enough soil in there to kind of get this at the right height. That way, if I don't like it, I don't have to dig it up and repot it. So the reasons I like that container is it's a little bit taller, so it gives some height when the plants are sitting in the cart, but it's the only one that is gray, and that kind of bothers me a bit when looking at it. But if it's covered, you probably won't see that anyway. So now I will move over here and see if I can turn this more into fall. And also down here I did add in, because I had more pansies than terracotta pots, I realized. They look kind of sad right now, but I put the lemon ones here and then the white blotch ones here. And if I do need to replace the mums, which these I probably will first since they're more in bloom now, I'll just try to carefully pop them out and probably just put more pansies in the middle there. Well, I don't love it yet, but it's getting dark. This might even be a little bit blurry, so I'm gonna at least show you where I'm at for now. One thing I really do like is putting the cabbages on the side. I don't know if the pots will stay that way, and obviously to water them I'll have to pick them back up, but I like being able to see the florets. I have the alyssum here, and hoping that now that it's down here, some of this will fill back in with flowers. And then I have my pansies all up there, sweet potato vine there. I feel like I like this section. I'm just probably still going to work on the top over the next few days and as I get some more plants. And I did add in the 2 more red sweet potato vines here, and I am really glad that I did that. So that's going to be everything for today's video. I do feel kind of bad that I don't have the flower cart in like the finished final version of what I want there to be there. But we'll kind of see. One thing I forgot, even though it's obvious and an issue I already had, was how much shade the morning glory vines cast in the back of the flower cart. So I might just shove the fern back there for now and then kind of figure out what else to do for the rest of the fall. Or get some pumpkins and put them back there. That would be cute, and they don't care about the sun. So kind of we'll see how it goes from here. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have ideas for the raised bed that I'm going to pull soon, and I will see you in the next video.